Hello everybody. Hope you're all doing nice and well. Hope you're all having a good day, whether it's morning or evening. We are doing a late night war video, so hopefully it'll be a good one. The alliance we're going against is L.V.T. Of course, they are taking a breaks push, but they're still going to be trying to get top 20 masters, in which the same goal as us, in which we need to get masters. So yeah, hopefully we can have a really good war. The bands are as follows as Corvus, Chi, Crossbones, Nico, and Kushala. Our team is going to consist of mostly two champs, which we're going to be using for most of our path, which is Werewolf by Night, Okoye, and Heimdall. So yeah, we're going to roll into the fights. We are going to be doing path 8, which isn't going to be too ideal. We have been doing mostly path 7, path 8 throughout the most season, and yeah, we've been strongly going through these fights with pretty much ease. So yeah, we're going to be taking Peni Parker on Rage, then Scream on Energetic Exercise, Adam Warlock on Supercharge, and Gorr on One Eye Open. Now, of course, this is a war that we actually do need to try and win. So we're going to be playing our best here and trying to ensure that we can get that W as best as we can. So going up against this first fight here, we are going up against Peni Parker here. And the aim, ideally here, we only want to use health boost. We don't want to actually go in for any of the other boosts, because in that case we could trigger rage, and which we don't want that to happen. The aim here is to mostly just hit block, go for lycanthropy when we're in SP2, and just let the ruptures move her. So the fight starts off and we're just hitting her block slowly but surely. She is playing very, very passive, which is what we love to see. We are unblockable. We are going to wait out a little bit. We do hit her a little bit, which is fine. We're going just to try and get the shield down. And once the shield goes down, we can start heading off to town. So yeah, as you can see, the ruptures are melting her health slowly but surely, which is absolutely perfect. We haven't even pushed her to a bar of power yet, which is perfect since we want to try and get the shield down as quickly as we possibly can. Now I do see that she has got a bar of power, which is not ideal. So now we break this out, and now we're going for the SP2. Now we are keeping away of Rise to Power by not pushing her to SP2, since that can get really iffy if we do push her to SP2 and she hits us into a block while Rise to Power is still active. So we are playing this very, very safe. We're not trying to play any type of risky game. We're going to go for a few combos, which is fine, because we can do this while we hit the block. She does apply the power burn node debuff on us, which is not fine, which is ideal, since it's going to take a bit of a health, but nothing too frantic, nothing too crazy. It's just a little bit of health loss, which is absolutely okay. And yeah, we are still just slow comboing. We're going for a combo into SP1, and she falls to the ground. So yeah, not bad wolf fight. Pretty simple. No punishment there whatsoever. And yeah, we just played it as neatly as possible. Now on to our next fight is Scream on Energetic Exercise. Now on this fight, of course, we're going to be using Werewolf by Night here. And we don't want to absolutely overextend. We need to be careful of Scream herself. She can be very, very menacing if you throws the heavy and the auto block comes up on us, which I guess is not the end of the world. We can always just wait it out. But also, since we're going to be hitting her most of the time, we're going to be getting that energy. We're going to be getting that juicy Mystic Dispersion. So we are going to run probably another advanced power boost so we can try to get into our ramp as quickly as possible. And then once we get her knocked down, we can freely parry her, really ideally, so it's not all that bad. So here she is. She is playing very aggressive, and she does go for heavy, which is not ideal. It's not the end of the world. And she does get another heavy, which is not ideal. And we are back to the corner, which is not ideal. We're gonna try. We go for the SP3, which is okay. Thanks to the energetic exercise debuffs just triggering, we can now get some breathing space since we got backed off in the corner. We do bit off at SP1. We go and try going for the howl, but I know instead we go for another SP3 since energetic exercise is just feeding us MB, which in some cases you may think is a bit overkill, but at least we're not going to be in the corner so we don't get butt smacked in the face. So we're going to go for a special bait. We're going for the howl into SP2, and absolutely we can go to town. Bait another SP1, which is fine. And now she has the energetic exercise. We're going for another medium. I'm trying to bait SP1, which he does. Throw, which is perfect. I'm going for a 5-hit combo. Trying to go for the howl into SP2. And the fight is about to get to its close. He does for an SP2, which is not ideal because she has a bunch of options in that and we can just let it tip out. So yeah, it was a bit very iffy at the beginning. We were getting caught off in the corner a little bit. She was throwing constant heavies. But other than that, we kept our cool, didn't overextend, waited out till we got to SP3, had some breathing space, and yeah, we were able to control the fight much more smoothly. So yeah, pretty good W right there. Now we're on Supercharged Adam Warlock. Again, this is not an ideal fight. There's nothing too crazy should be occurring here. Just hitting to block and yeah, just watch him melt. You do have to be careful of Supercharge, the power gain triggering every now and then. It is going to give Adam Warlock a surge of power, so we do have to be careful of that. But other than that, as well as his cocoon when he's about to enter, when he's about to die, we should be okay. So here's the first power gain buff. I do eventually hit him. He is not throwing his special. Well, he does throw the SP2, which is fine. The cocoon, it's alright, I guess. He does hit us from the combo, which I guess does hurt us a little bit. He goes in for the SP1. We go in for our SP3. Now, I am running, I think I'm running Greater Defense Special Boost. I hope I'm running that. So, just in case, if he does reach an SP3, we have some breathing room. He does throw an SP1, which is what we like to see. He is going to get his amplifier, which is fine. We're going to try and get the howl off. And we go for the SP2, which is nice, and those ruptures are fully melting. We go in for the SP, another SP2, and yeah, the fight is pretty much over. So yeah, this fight was getting a really bit sticky since he was being stingy in front of specials, but eventually he did, and we could get the fight under control, so nothing too crazy there. And now, final, next fight we have is Gorr on Make a Stand. Or is it Make a Stand or One Open? Yeah, Make a Stand and One Open, yeah, so both. And yeah, we're going to take this fight with Wolf again, since Werewolf by Night pretty much can just ignore everything that's going on here. Oh, we got a bit of a technical glitch, which is not bad. We just go out the fight and go back in. So, ideally for this fight, nothing too crazy should be occurring here. I am going to be running, again, a combat power boost, since we want to be able to start off getting our ramp as quickly as possible. We are running Heimdall in case we do blunder, make an error. Heimdall could save us, but it shouldn't get to the point where we need to rely on that. Since this fight itself doesn't seem all that, we can just constantly hit his block, build our ruptures, howl when we need to. We do have to be careful with the SB1 because the inevitable power. And from there, we can just take our time. So we do go for the howl. Well, we don't go for the howl yet. Now we go for the howl into the SB1. And that takes off to make a stand load. He does go for an intercept, which is fine. He can just hit his block constantly. He goes for an SB1. We're going for a howl. End of combo. Go for another medium. And I'm just waiting for him to throw a special one. If he does, we go for medium. It's SB1, but we throw it into his block. Now, luckily, he does not punish us, which ideally is kind of strange because most of the time, AI like that would just punish you. We are getting a bit of lag, but ideally, that's not alright. We do go for parry, unfortunately, due to a bit of lag, but it's not the end of the world. Since Wealth by Night, Sig allows him to gain regen based on how many buffs the opponent has. So we go for another howl. We're going for a combo. He is getting quite a lot of charges, so he's going to be throwing special ones back to back. We're going for medium into SB1, and I thought for a minute this was not going to clip him, but it does. We're going for another howl. We're going for a 5-hit combo. And now Gorr is back throwing another specials. We're going for another combo. We howl again. We're going for an SB1. And I'm just trying to bait out a special from Gorr. If he kindly would throw it, which he does. I'm trying to go for the howl, which you do like. It's lovely to get. Now, we're just hitting his blocks slowly but surely. He is melting. We are trying to bait a special from him. He is being stingy and not throwing it, but eventually he does. We go for the howl, we go for a medium, and then we go in for the SB2 and the ruptures melting. So yeah, pretty decent fight. 2 minutes 18 is a bit kind of iffy on time, but then again, the fight did take its toll, but it was just play a lot of the waiting game and just wait for the right time for him to throw a special and us to retaliate. And yeah, that concludes my path fight. The mini we're going to be doing will be Okoye on node 47, which we're going to be taking with, well, Photon on 47, which we're going to be taking with Okoye. So yeah, that will be the mini we'll be taking next. So we are moving on to the final fight for this war, which is 47 Photon, and I'm going to be taking this with Okoye. So now the aim here will just be to try and melt her. We do have to be careful of her pure light form, the missing in action node, and the fight or flight. So there are a few things we have to be careful of this node. We are running in run in case we do have a little trip ups. But once we get the snare up, we should be able to remove the false confidence node. So if you do, we're going for a combo. So as you can see, fight or flight is off the toe up, which is fine. Going for an intercept. Trying to bait for a combo. Going for that SB1. Now she isn't pure light, she has got the filter, but she can't miss now, so we have to be careful. We did turn off unstoppable there, so it's not too bad. We do whiff up with a few combos, which is fine. We have unstoppable on us. We are about to get the filter up, which is fine. A bit of special. I'm gonna go back in for a combo. And someone was about to re-trigger. We do get the intercept off. And I see she's a bit stingy. I'm not throwing it special. She does eventually throw it now. It's good. Get the intercept off. And she throws it. And it seems like now we can go for the SP2. Which is nice. Getting pure light form. You have the Photon up, which you have to be careful. But she can't miss now. And you can just wrap up the fight here. So yeah, a perfect fight for this war. Pretty much soloed all our fights, and yeah, this was not even bad, pretty chill. So now it's all down to the remaining boys, and hopefully, yeah, we can get a dub and clean this war out. But if you did enjoy this video, please drop a like and subscribe, and tell me and drop a comment on what I have done to play better. And yeah, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.